Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Dish Ultra Confusion Thursday Night Hangout.
It is Thursday night, and I'm glad to be back here on the Ultra Confusion Show to talk about things having to do with stuff.
But of course, I am your host, Charlie, and I'm joined once again by the prolific comer himself, Zealeus.
It is good to see you on this lovely day, full of gas shortages and chaos.
Indubitably. Now, I do want to apologize to everyone for canceling the show last week at the last minute, but I think I was sick. Yeah, I was sick. Man, my brain does not want to work today.
Are you alive today, or is this a remnant of my own imagination?
That's up to debate. But, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you one thing. This is the Thursday Night Hangout. This is a live show where we try our best to cover the topics that are most important to you. If you haven't yet submitted a topic, a question, an opinion, something, you, of course, can utilize the chat room. It'll pop up in the chat window, and we'll try to add it to the show.
What if nothing is important to me, sir? What if I live for nihilism and I think it's all coming to an end tomorrow anyways?
Sir, if you're on the show, this is important to you. Boom. Mic drop. Walks off the stage.
Maybe I just have nothing else to do, man.
Then it would be more important than doing nothing, sir. Boom. Mic drop. Walks off the stage. Anyways, so, ladies and gentlemen.
I feel like your mic could be broken by now.
Yes, it probably would be if I were to actually do that. Actually, I'd probably be just using a Rock Band mic. Just. But anyways, so Zealeus spoke of the gas shortage of 2021. I actually had to leave my car at a parking lot and have to retrieve it the next day because I ran out of gas.
Oh, that's no bueno, sir.
Fun story. I went to go find. So my son goes to this like tutoring place on Tuesdays. So I took him there, and then I drove for an hour and 15 minutes trying to find a gas station that had gas to no avail. So I wasted an hour and 15 minutes worth of gas. So I had nothing by the time I got back in the parking lot.
So our hearing is you would have been better off just driving home at that point and being abandoned at your house.
Yep.
So I actually left my house this morning at like 5:30 to try to find gas. Absolutely no gas within like miles of me. I'm like, okay, I'll at least make it to work today. Get to work, drive home, and the gas station, it's one of those things for the gas station on the way home, no line. I'm like, is there actually gas here? There was. And the next two gas stations had lines into the streets. It was very bizarre.
No, it is really weird because there are definitely some gas stations out there that are completely like empty. You're going, oh damn, they're out of gas, but they aren't because somehow they just magically got it and no one paid attention.
Well, like the QT next to me, they took off all the signs for gas, which usually means like they're out.
Right. There's
caution tape on the the buttons, but I see people there with the gas nozzles out. Well, it looks like filling up gas. So I'm like, this is very confusing. I don't understand.
All right. So anyways, I think this is just like more localized in the South, right? This isn't like a big across America thing, right?
Yeah. So the gas outage from I forget the name of the company right now, but with their gas pipe is definitely a southeastern thing. And really, Georgia is the biggest not contributor, but basically recipient.
Consumer.
Consumer. Thank you. I think it reached the Carolinas, went down to Georgia, and I think by the time you got to Alabama, you're basically in a different gas line at that point.
So the devil basically said, "Fuck this shit. I'm not going to Bama."
We're too good for Bama. That's about
right. Ryan says he thinks the pipe is working. I think so too. I think, yeah. I've been seeing like a ton of pictures of people, pictures of like these long, just like caravans of the gas tankers just coming into town. So
my favorite are the people who have like the open plastic bin in the back of their car that they're filling with gas.
Okay.
Like that's going to go well.
First of all, to the people who are filling up like 37 5-gallon jugs, you deserve to get punched in the balls. For those out there who are utilizing trash bags or random things to hold the gas, maybe we should just take away your keys.
Nope, because you know what's going to happen, or I hope happens, is in the back of the car, when they get to the first stoplight,
boom.
sloshed all around.
Yeah, baby.
And then they're going to complain that their car smells of gas.
Oh, no. Okay, so the reason why I'm talking about this, I should not have tried to swallow that piece of candy so fast.
That's what she said.
Oh, my. All right, so the reason why I'm kind of, keep hyping up this gas station thing because, a limited, a rare commodity and people going batshit nuts. There's other batshit nuts stuff going on. So if you have not been paying attention, the mega retailer, Walmart and Target, have decided to suspend sales on basically collective cards, specifically Pokemon, and for some weird reason like baseball and football cards and Magic the Gathering and all that stuff. The reason is because there's been a couple incidents where individuals have pulled guns on customers who successfully bought said Pokemon or whatever cards. And they think video games are creating violence.
I had actually not, most of the news, like I at least tangentially hear about, I did not see this at all. That's
until further notice, Walmart and Target will not be selling those collectible cards. Ryan knows what I'm talking about. That's because we were talking about it the other day, which, by the way,
I very distinctly remember, like, as a kid, that was like one of the things you try to beg your parents for is when you're like in the Target checkout line.
Yeah, man.
Mom, can I have a pack, like one of the booster packs of Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, man.
So
Ryan says Target.
People who are doing stupid shit, and other people have to basically then suffer because of other people being dumbasses.
So let's see it. Ryan says Target in Douglasville had some tonight. They said they are suspending sales though, but he was able to buy a box. And then we have an Alexander who said also hate the people who always camp and sit out in the Walmarts and wait for the trucks to come in and the cards to be put onto the shelves and buy them all before anyone else. Okay,
is
so
that actually a thing?
Hell yeah! No, dude, look. You're talking about.
The thing I don't have kids. Like, do I not know?
No. Just replace like Pokemon cards with toilet paper. As soon as the COVID pandemic hit, people went like batshit nuts. Whenever there's,
are you telling me I should use my Pokemon cards as toilet paper?
Some of them probably would be more beneficial as toilet paper. No, that's not right. You'd get some weird ass paper cuts, but that's besides the point. But no, seriously, this is basically the I guess the item of the moment that everyone's going apeshit crazy over, and people are resorting to violence, or as we so love to do here in this amazing U.S. of A. capitalism, we buy everything we can get our hands on and then turn around and try to make a bigger profit.
You mean like people still selling like the PS5s for $1,000 on the marketplace?
Yep. And I'm sure that there's and also as a of course, a side effect of the rarity of these cards, a lot of the, I guess, uncommon or rare cards that are out there, their price is skyrocketing because you can't buy any more packs to kind of increase the population of Charizard cards. I know Charizard GX and LX or EX or whatever.
So is Pokemon like Magic where like you have certain basically seasons of cards, and so like once, I mean, we're talking 20 years ago, once Ice Age is done, they no longer make an Ice Age card. No. So those cards become exceedingly rare over time because they're no longer in production. Is Pokemon the same way, where they come with like new editions and basically no editions are no longer made? Is it the same premise?
I don't think so. I think it's like an ever-evolving game where you might like update some of the cards, but it's not like you're going to be sunsetting any specific card because you should still be able to add Pokemon. I mean, I think the only thing that I've seen is that you're having some Pokemon cards in whatever generation they are, because they've got generations. So maybe that's kind of like your Ice Age and your 4th edition and your whatever the hell else is there. Because
there's lots.
Yeah, I know. But the one thing I have seen is, ironically, instead of like the evolution of a Pokemon, it's like the de-evolution of a Pokemon. Like, oh yeah, by the way, this Pokemon who's been the base forever is now no longer the base. They're the first evolution.
Sure.
Alexander says celebrities are mostly the main drive and price of cards. Charizard almost doubled in price once some celebs. Okay, Charizard. The reason why Charizard went skyrocketing is because of douchebag McGee. It's not really.
Is that actually his name?
No. It's oh shit. It's Logan Paul. Yeah, Logan Paul. Paul Logan. No, yeah, Logan Paul. The dipshit.
There's actually somebody called douchebag McGee on SoundCloud. I'm just saying.
I know, but I'm just saying. No, it's unfortunately. Yep, there it is. Logan Paul. God, Jesus. I don't like him. I don't like his brother. They're total tool douchebags who live in a magical make believe world, and they got they unfortunately got lucky enough to be able to buy a bunch of stuff and do stupid shit. I would love to do that, but I've got a soul. Huh?
People are still entertained by their shtick.
Well,
I don't know who.
All right, I can't talk about that anymore because it's just gonna piss me off the shit that they are able to pull. Anyways, also, this is the guy who challenged, who's about to challenge Floyd Mayweather to a boxing match.
Please do.
Oh God, I hope that Floyd one punch flies him out of the arena. Anyways, deep breath.
And there was much cheering for Floyd for once.
Exactly. But yeah, so. It's really weird to, have to read news because, of course, there's crazy ass news happening every single day, but it gets a little bit weirder when you're like man held at gunpoint over purchasing last deck of Pokemon cards.
That makes me sad.
Don't we already have too much violence in the world? Damn it.
I thought it was all because of video games. Nope. Turns out it's really because of CCGs. Who knew?
Which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you don't know what a CCG is collectible card game.
I prefer to collect Pokemon in the form of real animals. I go out and farm them in my backyard.
Oh, dear God. I will say this. If I were to play Pokemon, the card game, I would play the real thing. I would not play the digital version because maybe it's my age, but I need like a zoom feature to read all the fucking text that they put on the stupid cards.
Is that why you like playing Legends of Runeterra on the PC?
Well, actually, Legends of Runeterra is a much easier game to play. It's pretty straightforward. Pokemon's like, if this, then that, then this, then that. I'm like, oh my God, I'm back in my computer science class. Am I able to attack this person? Do I have the right type versus this one?
So what it sounds like is you need to write a script that basically plays out every card possibility of your deck and tells you the optimal move based on a logic tree of simple if-thens.
How about I just try to cure cancer? Okay.
There might be less permutations.
Exactly. So anyways, so that's like the craziest thing that happened this week. I know there's been some other stories. Zealeus, did you catch anything bizarre this week thus far?
Just the normal, same crazies, man.
Oh shit. I did see that Castlevania Season 4 is now out on Netflix. For anybody who's interested. This could be the last. This is the last season, isn't it?
Have you already watched it? Because I know that's your thing.
No. So I had to rewatch the rest of a show that I was. Okay. Wow, that's confusing. I decided to start watching Trigun again. So I had to get through all of Trigun before I could go, and I just finished Trigun before the show. So yes, I will watch the Castlevania in its entirety tomorrow when I'm not working.
Nice.
Or hell, I might just binge it tonight.
How long is it going to take you to binge it all?
There's 10 episodes, so 5 hours, 6 hours. How long is the episode of Castlevania? I don't even remember. Hold on, I shall find out.
I mean, I guess you could just sleep in through tomorrow and just do that instead.
No, I still got to take the kids to school.
Ooh, new idea for school. Castlevania.
Right. What?
What?
No.
I mean, but you're going to teach them that it's not real. This is not real life, and they can learn about it and like what they need to know going forward. And they're going to hear about it somewhere. You might as well hear about it from you.
So basically, I would do Monster Hunter Academy in my house.
Turn your children into monster hunters before it's too late.
Speaking of which, Zealeus, did you ever play any Monster Hunters? Anyone out there play Monster Hunters? Monster Hunter the game?
I played a little Monster Hunter. I've also played a little bit of Undaunted, which is like the free version of Monster Hunter. I'm not very good at those games.
Hold on one second. This will probably get us booted from Twitch, but one sec. Say hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
This is the little one, Finn. Finn, you're supposed to be in bed, buddy.
Is he gonna go monster hunting too?
Are you going to go monster hunting? Maybe, undecided. All right. Back upstairs with you, sir.
I want Zippy.
He's in your room on the dresser.
Hey, people don't have dressers. I don't need a dresser today.
Oh, that's my wonderful child. All 5 years of age is he. Castlevania would be about a 5-hour thing. So if I were to, at the end of the show, if I were to start, I could finish by, let's see, 9:30-ish, plus 2:30 in the morning. Yeah, I could do it. What the hell?
I mean, it'd be like being in college all over again. What could possibly go wrong?
I know we've asked this question before, but I'm going to ask it again. What's the longest time you stayed awake to either like binge watch or game? Like consecutive hours. While you think about it, I will tell you what mine is. It'd be 36 hours playing the Guild Wars beta.
Definitely not that long.
I, of course, slept
Probably
for a day afterward.
like an entire day watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I'm trying to think if there's... I'm trying to remember the last show that I binge watched. The thing is with
shows I binge watch, but like that was a whole different level of literally sitting for like 3 straight days to watch like seasons of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
See, for me, like if I want to try to binge watch something, I'm trying to go for the gold, right? I'm trying to go from start to finish. And so for me, my favorite thing to do is, if I'm going to binge watch, is watch some of the older anime, which to some out there is not going to be all that old, but for me and quite a few people out there, it's going to be old. And that, of course, is Trigun or some Cowboy Bebop or some Outlaw Star, something like that, which it's 26 episodes. So that would be 13 hours. Is that right? No. Yeah. That's like 21, 24 minutes an episode. Yeah, about a little under 13 hours. 12 something. Just back to back to back to back.
Just watch it all nonstop.
Did you ever play World of Warcraft, like the raids that took for like a million years?
Yeah, so when I used to do WoW back in the vanilla day, it was basically Monday through Thursday was raiding from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock. And that was just the raiding schedule. That wasn't even including, like, because outside of that, you had to collect materials so you could be, like, more powerful and stuff. So, yes, it was a lot of time investment in the game because there was no hand-holding. And, yeah, it was a lot of hours, man, but it was worth it to kill Ragnaros and Blackwing Lair and all that stuff.
So I know last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago, we were talking about fan initiatives where you have these people who are trying to keep, especially for MMOs, try to keep like an old school of the good old days server up there illegally, of course. And of course we've talked about the fact that vanilla WoW there was a group of individuals who was running servers. And then, of course, Blizzard decided to do the classic WoW. And then we talked about the group that was trying to do League of Legends and like old school League of Legends, which to me, I don't know. League of Legends, I know it's been out for a while, but to me, it still doesn't feel like I can put the label old school next to it. Like it, because, you know, for us, Zealeus and I have probably been gaming for a couple decades.
So long, sir. We've been gaming for too long.
So when they go, oh, that's classic League of Legends, I'm like, is it though?
Yeah, I mean, League of Legends, whatever. I mean, because I feel like on games like that, it's more like on MOBAs, it's more of like iterative changes. It's not like the entire actual game has changed.
Right.
Versus, I think that was the argument with World of Warcraft with the vanilla. It's basically like playing an entirely new game.
Mm-hmm.
When you consider all the changes, the new bosses, and everything else.
Well, actually, what it is you start searching through your closet where you've just been throwing shit for years, and then you find this one box that has the installation CD for the original Warcraft, and you blow the dust off, and you go on a psychedelic high because the dust is actually some kind of funky ass mold, and then you've gone back in time.
Maybe you should look into that.
League of Legends first came out October 27, 2009. So it's been out for 12 years. 12-ish. 11 plus some months.
So at what point do you make the decision of we're going to continue on this, which obviously it's still one of the top ranked played games as of now, versus is there ever an incentive to come out of the League of Legends 2? Basically, I mean, that's the same question that you see in Overwatch watch themselves. Does it make any sense to split the fan base? It works for some games because, like Call of Duty, you have continuous iterations of Call of Duty or Call of Duty, whatever's coming now. But it's like their audience has been brainwashed basically into that.
No, they've been. It's not brainwashed. They've just been. What do you call it? Trained to understand that every single year you're going to buy the same game with a couple of tweaks, and that's the game you have to play. No, to be honest with you, a couple things. First of all, I continue to mourn the fact that Overwatch, like Blizzard, royally fucked up Overwatch like right off the bat, because you see all these other games out there. They have all these little changes, additional characters. Hell, there's no extra layer to Overwatch. And so their answer was to make Overwatch 2, which is going to be like an online single player, like adventure game or something. What was that?
Who knows?
So, I mean, my true example of a head scratcher, actually, okay, so here's an example of you splitting the fan base and it not really working, or maybe working. I don't know. You go Evercrack and Evercrack 2, which, by the way, Evercrack is EverQuest. But back in the day when people played Evercrack, that was their world. And that was before eBay stopped the ability to sell digital items.
I mean, it seems like it's actually kind of working now.
What? EverQuest and Evercrack and Evercrack 2?
From what I've seen, yeah. Maybe I'm wrong, but I mean, people are playing it.
Let's see, active players in Evercrack. Future topic: Elon Musk denounces Bitcoin, calls it a waste of energy. The only shocking thing is he just realized it. Ba-boom.
Really?
No,
it requires energy?
No, here's the funny thing. So Elon Musk made a joke about giving his mom's like Dogecoin or something, and that fucker like nosedived right after he said that. Must be nice to say one thing and then all of a sudden,
There we go. So I was looking for a game that I need to actually. So did you see with Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance being re-released on the consoles?
Yes.
That is actually very exciting to me because that was one of my favorite PlayStation 2 games of all time.
It's
It was
one of the very few that actually see that my problem is that when you try to port from PC to console, I just if the game is meant to be played with okay, I'm about to open up I'm about to basically beat the crap out of myself here because what I'm saying I'm going to have to oh, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to have to contradict soon enough. But basically, if a game is for mouse and keyboard, you try to port it to the consoles, and I can't. It just does not compute. Now, of course, I say that knowing that there are games out there that are a lot of people would say much better with mouse and keyboard, and I play with a controller on my PC. So. God dang, I was trying to find active players in MMOs. No, it's just I don't. Maybe this is.
Well, the difference with Baldur's Gate though is it's a re-release. There's no remastering of it. It's just what you see is what you get.
Okay, so if I were to go, where the hell is it? This thing, these freaking websites suck balls.
What are you trying to find?
I'm trying to find. Okay, so you have. I'm trying to find a player count here. So, in World of Warcraft, it looks like you've got over 2 million live players. Destiny 2, you got 1.2 million. Old school RuneScape, you got 1.7 million. Final Fantasy Realm Reborn or 14 Realm Reborn is 2.1 million. Warcraft Vanilla WoW is 1.6 mil. But I'm trying to find where the hell is Evercrack? Because it's not showing it on this list. It has Guild Wars though, which is Maple Story. That shit's still around?
Maple Story? Oh gosh.
Yeah, man. Aha! Lord of the Rings Online. 40,000 players. WildStar's gone, right?
Oh, yeah. WildStar's been gone for a long time.
Yeah, why the fuck is it still on this list?
How's that still on the list?
I don't know. Maybe someone's running an illegal server. Is it you, Zealeus? Didn't you actually buy into WildStar? Didn't you get a subscription?
When it was originally sold as like the original World of Warcraft rebranded, basically was what
I thought that they were trying to sell it as kind of like a World of Warcraft meets Firefly.
Well, it's more like it was basically like going back to the roots of our hardcore MMOs. Come play it. Was kind of what they were trying to sell it as.
Woo!
Yeah,
okay, that's okay. Now I found the right page. I don't know what that garbage was. I was looking for Evercrack. Let's see. I still can't. Okay, this Evercrack's not in the top 25 of the current most played MMO games. And this is not going to be a huge shock, but it goes Minecraft, World of Warcraft, Apex Legends, Final Fantasy 14, old school RuneScape, Vanilla WoW, Call of Duty, Warzone, Destiny 2, Elite Dangerous, and Guild Wars 2. And those are MMOs. I'm not. There's nothing to do with MOBAs, by the way. Sam says
Minecraft is not an MMO.
It can be.
No, it's not.
It can be.
It's not. It's not a I'm sorry, you're just being difficult now. It is not a classical MMO in the sense.
All right, fine. It's the same stupid thing of you can slap anything on anything now. You know how many games out there say it's a roguelike adventure game? It's not really roguelike.
Well, it's like I feel like every iPhone game now is an action RPG MMO.
Of course. Sam says, stop playing consoles for a few years and your thumbs will quit working on those sticks, as I've learned. I'll be honest. There's
My problem is the endurance of my thumb, and also I feel like I need calluses on my thumb. Like at night, I usually take some like sandpaper to my thumb to get that grip back.
Jeez. No, for me, it's about muscle memory, right? Because the more you play a game, even if it's just keyboard and mouse, where you have all the hotkeys, you know exactly how to place your hand so that you can execute all your stuff, and then of course with controllers, the button combination you have to do, and then you take a year off and you go like, I'll be able to jump right back in that, and you're just like stumbling over yourself the whole time.
Yeah, no, that was the hardest part of me for when I got back to the PlayStation 5 was moving those joysticks with my thumb was like unnatural almost. Especially with when I started getting like sweaty from like hard stages, my thumb would be like slipping all over the joystick. I was like, come on, man.
Dude, you should invest in one of those like special whatchamacallits to give you extra traction on your analog sticks.
That sounds like a euphemism.
It might be. All right, here we go. EverQuest has an estimated daily user base of 21,000 players. And then if I were to go, of course, it jumped all the way up to the top, so I got to scroll all the way back down. EverQuest 2 has an average daily user base of 8.5 thousand.
Man, these are some intense, like, thumb thingamabobbers. Good gosh.
Yeah, man. It's like, it's basically like, this is going to be too old for some people, but it's basically like Stickum, but for game controllers. Stickum was this wonderful substance that football players used to basically throw in their hands so that if a football got even close to them, it would literally just stick to their hand. And it was outlawed. Poor bastards. Sam Grizzle, how do I jump to the top of the flagpole in Super Mario Brothers? I can't remember. Kids plays it on Wii. You have to. So in the first level, you get on. Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to forgive me if I don't get this completely right. But there's like that row of bricks that's above. Like you go to the top of the stairs. There's that row of bricks. What you do is once you hit that, you hold down B and then go, and it gives you a little bit of sprint. And right as you're about to hit the end, hit jump, and you'll pop up in the air and then hit the top of the pole. Yeah! Look at me pulling out all my cool tricks from back in the day. Speaking of back in the day, I finally did play that B. Yep, that's what it was, Sam. For those out there who didn't notice, I did complete another playthrough. This time was the third chapter of a game called The Journey Below. I had played the first two and then forgotten about it, then was able to find it. And I will be, my next playthrough is going to be in Kodia.
So thanks to you, I feel like this is a deep, dark rabbit hole of like overpowered game hardware I can buy for my controller to make myself a better gamer.
Mm-hmm.
All the joystick additions you could ever need to make yourself as good as the Esports Pro.
Right, so
I'm to actually be good at the game.
It scares me that it actually doesn't surprise me that you have these companies out there going to really knock your game up to the next level so you could be the next pro. Get this shit.
Oh, and Esports USB cords, because regular USB cords just are not good enough.
Well, it's gold plated with plutonium interlays.
No, dude, it's bare copper wires. Instead of that copper wire that's like interlaced with like platinum and gold, this is the real
just
copper.
Straight on copper, old school.
We don't do fake copper here, sir.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think I was fooled once with some, fancy thing of this will help upgrade your gaming, and then I'll never again. Because you can have it'd be like buying the most expensive golf clubs in a sports store and thinking that you're going to be Tiger Woods because you have the most expensive golf clubs. It's not how it works.
Oh,
Never how it works.
you know what's really disappointing
What?
is I don't have a price on their super high resolution Cat 8 cables
Hmm.
for the 40
Wait,
gigabits
Cat
per
8?
second. Good Lord. 40 gig per second Ethernet gaming cables.
Good God.
Most people don't even have like a gig in their house for ports.
See, that's the other thing. You also have these people like, look how amazing this stuff will make your stuff. Or look how how super fast it's going to be, or how pretty it's going to be. But they fail to mention the fact that you have to have hardware that could potentially get there. It's like, we can make it like super duper high, def, and you like plug it into your like CRT monitor, going, where's the high def? Which, by the way, those the big block monitors, like the bricks that I think you see a lot of like angry nerdy music videos. They just bashing the screen out of those things.
It's crazy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I need to do a little bit of housekeeping. That, of course, is to give you a quick shout out to some of the friends of the show. So, without further ado, I'm going to tell you about this amazing thing called Indie Cluster. The Indie Cluster is an organization of independent game developers that want to gain exposure by being involved in the community. They collectively journey to popular conferences as a traveling booth to help gain attention for their games. They make partnerships in local communities to bring games to the mainstream mindset. They highlight local, unusual, and rare concepts to challenge the paradigm of the common. They also host events to teach kids and minority groups about game development to hopefully one day enter the industry themselves. If you want more information, go to indiecluster.com. And of course, the second shout out that I have to give is to the one and only Dr. Ryan of Hero Chiropractic. Hero Chiropractic is a unique healthcare practice set up by Ryan Moore, the company's focus to elevate a patient's experience of freedom, creative expression, and joy. They believe that everyone can be a hero and has incredible heroic potential inside themselves waiting to be unleashed. Hero Chiropractic focuses on mobile chiropractic care in the greater Atlanta area. They are committed to healing clients by creating a plan of action uniquely suited for each person. They make that plan of action as convenient and affordable as possible, and most importantly, suited to your individual needs. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want more information, go to www.herochiropractic.com. And Sam, thank you for pointing out that the picture apparently was taken at 11:45, or maybe his watch stopped. But it's good to see Sam paying a lot of attention to the things I'm putting up on the screen.
See, somebody needs to pay attention to what Charlie's doing nowadays.
My baby.
Otherwise, I worry.
All right, so since we're doing some shout outs and whatnot, we got to tell you that for the 10th year straight, Ultra Fusion is going to, once again, participate in Extra Life. Extra Life is gamers doing what they do best, gaming, to help sick and injured children at their chosen Children's Miracle Network hospital. The money we raise through Extra Life will go directly to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta as unrestricted funds. This means that the hospital decides where and how to spend the money to ensure the dollars you raise make the biggest impact in the lives of the kids they treat. So if you have the capacity to donate, please go to extra-life.org and search for Altered Confusion. I got a big donation, so I'm going to be able to get an Extra Life decal for my car, which I needed to replace anyways because I have a different car than I did last time I did Extra Life.
Good job.
And finally, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that Ultra Confusion has a Patreon. Ultra Confusion survives on the love and support of fans like you. And so we have a Patreon page. Patreon lets you, the fans, supporters, lovers, fighters, become active participants in the work we love through a monthly membership. This gives you access to exclusive content, community, and insight into our creative process. In exchange, we gain a bit more freedom to do our best work. and the stability we need to build an even stronger creative career. There are currently 2 different levels for the subscription. The first is a $1 level. That means it's $12 a year, and that will give you, of course, the patron access to all of the posts, and it also will give you the ability to get early access to all the playthroughs that get posted. Now, if you want to take it a step up, there's also a $5 level, so that's $60 a year. With that level, your name or organization is added to the thank you section of every single Thursday night hangout. You, of course, once again, get to have early access to the playthroughs, and of course, you get to participate in polls and discussions that are patron only for Altered Fusion.
Yes, we love the kids. Well, Charlie loves the kids. I just do it because there's games.
Of course. Now, for those out there who want to know, currently Altered Fusion is trying to save every single dime, nickel, penny, $50 that we could find, so that when conventions actually do become a thing, we can hit the ground running. Because I need a convention really bad. I need to, lose myself and sell all those Funko and make some bank.
Ooh, I think that's actually a valid sounding fundraiser to me. If Charlie really cared about the kids, he would sell some of those Funko Pops and give the love to the kids.
Okay. Good sir, this is the kids' college fund right here.
Then you are a very poor investor, sir.
Haven't you seen 40-year-old virgin? Come on, man.
I really hope you're not a virgin at this point. That'd be very awkward.
No, Jesus Christ. No, I've got 2 kids.
That's
really awkward.
Awkward discussion to have. We got to figure some things out here.
Currently, my set is worth $4,500.
Nice.
So take that, people.
Is it insured?
Technically, yes.
Under your homeowner's policy.
We've got an addendum to the homeowner's policy because the my collectible / electronics goes outside of scope, so we have an additional thing. So yes, it is covered by insurance.
First generation electronics should be covered under a homeowner's insurance.
It's up to a certain value.
Well, yes, this is true. Everything's up to a certain value. They'll get you any way they can.
Of course, they'll nickel and dime you. Which, by the way, I don't know why I had to think about this, but if you do have homeowner's insurance, make sure that your homeowner's insurance covers your entire property, not just the house. Because if you have, let's say, a plumbing issue that ends up being in your front yard, it's not covered under regular homeowner's insurance.
And also, if you do have homeowner's insurance, which you probably should,
yep.
Or renter's insurance, whatever you have, also take a picture or video everything you have in your entire place with approximately what it's worth.
Yes. It's called inventory or itemizing.
If you're like, I have a TV that was 45 inches, guess what they're going to crush you for when they tell you your 45-inch TV is?
The cheapest TV they could find.
Oh, yeah. Where's your documents?
It's refurb.
Sony version of whatever. Then you get accounted for that.
It's a refurb of a refurb of a refurb.
Pretty close.
It only displays in red and green.
We found this 45-inch CRT TV at Goodwill. What do you think, sir?
I think my mom might still have one of mine. I think my mom might still have one of my small CRT TVs.
Oh gosh, you should try pulling it out sometime, see if it still works.
What? Yeah, I don't know if it would work, but that was the TV that I basically took on my road trip across America.
Was that the one with the built-in VCR?
It looked like it, but it was the one that didn't have the VCR. But
okay.
That was
you had one in your room that had the built-in VCR. Remember?
I did have one of those, but I also had like the little black box that had there's two models. There's the one with and without the VCR, and I had the one without because money don't grow on trees, son.
I
I don't
mean,
know that.
it kind of does because it comes from trees.
Okay, mister. Whatever.
What? I mean, where else does money come from?
At this point in my life, seeing the individuals who make a shit ton of money, I have no idea where money comes from. I really don't know.
Actually, no, it comes from graphics cards in the form of cryptocurrency.
That's a very good thing, but there are absolute morons that make millions of dollars every single year for being absolute morons. They don't have any cryptocurrency.
This is very true. Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, see, I broke. I've broken everybody. Damn it. Damn it to hell. Ah, damn it.
Can I interest you in some of my Dogecoins, Mr. Sam? Maybe you'd like to. Actually, maybe I'm going to make Zeal coins with my own special crypto algorithm.
No,
You know, invest in my futures.
the hot new thing is those stupid. Oh, what the hell are they called?
Oh, NFTs.
Yeah, NFTs.
Yes.
Would people just stop making up shit to try to? No, that's never going to happen because we're in America. We're going to try to find every way to make, look how cool this is, and then make as much money as possible before everyone goes, that's not that cool.
I mean, all it takes is investing like $100 in one random coin that somehow like magically skyrockets 10,000% overnight, and you're rich. Now, you don't hear about is all the people who invested money, and they went from being worth like half a penny to no pennies.
Yup.
That happens to most of them. Very few of them are actually like a Bitcoin or an Ethereum where they actually appreciate. Believe me, I've tried. And most of them don't amount to anything.
And I think it's just getting more and more clogged. It's like, oh, do you have the Xeno coins? Do you have the Waffle McWire coins?
Well, the other difference too is you also have like with Ethereum and Bitcoin, the reason they actually appreciate is because you had a difficulty factor to your hashing. So there's basically like a theoretical, well, not really, but there's like a limiting factor in how many coins are actually created. So it gets computationally harder. Whereas like Dogecoins are just literally saturated nonstop. So there's not really, because it's supply and demand. And if the supply continues to go up, then your basically demand curve's never going to catch up with it. Is inevitably what happens. And that's why like Ethereum and crypto or Bitcoin are actually worth money, is because you actually have supply and demand curves to somewhere magically catch up with each other, even if it's all kind of made up currency.
Oh, Sam, his friend tried to get him into buying moon coins, but he'd rather gamble on his dolphins.
Tua Tagovailoa, man, and he's got his old Alabama wide receiver with him. It's going to be epic.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
No, I mean, basically at this point, like gambling on cryptocurrency is basically the same as gambling on, putting a large chunk of money down, see what happens.
Wait, hold on. So I just, this news broke just like an hour or two ago. The Pokemon Company, oh, damn it, stupid thing. The Pokemon Company is implementing a lottery for Pokemon cards after recent scalping. What?
I'm very confused.
As the scalping issue around Pokemon trading cards grows increasingly worse, the Pokemon Company will implement an online lottery to sell cards. What?
Wow.
They're going to sell cards through an online lottery so that fans can purchase the cards safely. Doing so should also reduce the number of scalpers that are able to get their hands on the product. Scalping, or the act of buying something in bulk and then reselling it, which is the American dream, for reselling it for extremely marked up prices, has been an increased issue in the last couple of years. The last couple of years? Dude, this shit's been around forever. The last couple of years. Yeah. If give the populace something that has a finite number, and they will find a way to scalp it.
Can I ask you a very important question though?
Yes.
Have you bought your calculator for the Nintendo Switch yet?
No. What?
For only $10, you can now buy a calculator app for your Nintendo Switch, sir.
No, I'm good. I'll just
For those
I'll
times of your emergency where you don't have your computer or your phone or a piece of paper or your brain
screw that. I'm gonna get out my TI-82, baby.
or your TI-82 calculator, you too can use your Nintendo Switch now as a calculator for only 10 American US dollars.
No, I'm good. I'll just get my abacus out.
Okay, so, slide rules.
Yeah, man.
We actually had a trick teacher who, for fun, for punishment, would pull out his slide rule.
Well, some people are sadistic bastards.
Oh, he enjoyed it. He very much.
Oh, I'm sure.
The sadism of slide rules.
I'm sure. I'm all for causing pain that against those who deserve it. What? No, I didn't mean that. Well, maybe I did. I don't know.
You know, I haven't played it in a long time though.
What's that?
Hades. I just realized I have not played Hades in forever.
Damn it, Zealeus! You're falling down on your job.
Do you still play it, sir?
I haven't played in a while, but I've been playing the shit out of Borderlands 3, which I think
I know you have. Good gosh.
I may have finally. Well, I already beat the game, but I've been playing like all the been trying to do the additional missions and some of the missions that open up once you've beaten the game. And I think again my ass whooped just enough that I might be seeking for the next game to get lost in.
Nice.
And okay, so speaking of rare things, this is going to come as no surprise, but the Nintendo Switch continues to be having console shortages as the demand still has not died down.
We're in for console shortages for the foreseeable future,
especially with this wonderful pandemic thing where there's so much focus on what the hell am I going to do at home? Because I guess I could read a book.
Well, there's still the chip shortage, which is not really it's not forecasted to end anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually have now the car manufacturers are asking basically the fab plants to reallocate some of their resources away from the fun chips to chips for cars. You have some cars actually being sold without informatic systems because they actually don't have the chips for it. So you're going to get your car without the informatic and you have to go back in a couple of months to get it installed. And, as more advanced chips become installed in all electronics, even your fridges and toasters, it's going to become even more of an issue. That's just not stopping. The PlayStation 5 and Xbox shortages, those are going to last at least through the end of this year. They're not going away in 2021.
Interesting.
The Switch, if they come out with their Switch HD, that's going to be. There will be fights at Walmart if this Switch HD comes out for Christmas.
No, there will be fights. There will be murders.
Fights.
There'll be assassinations. Right. People will be walking. They'll have to hide the fact that they got one of those things. They'll need to use Harry Potter's invisibility cloak, drape that fucker over the box, because if anyone sees them walk through the store with that box, they're not making it to the car.
For reals. That's going to be some insane scalping if it gets actually out for Christmas. Of course, that's just the rumor that it's happening, but we'll see.
I know, but how do you... This is the perfect example of having to go strictly to a digital storefront, okay? You order the shit and it goes there. No one's physically going up and down the aisles with a very rare item and then having to walk all the way to their car, which potentially could be at the very end of the parking lot. Their well-being is much higher, or their chance of continuing to be alive and well is much higher if they just buy it online.
Yeah, I was at Best Buy,
mm-hmm.
and they have a sign that they're not selling consoles in stores.
I believe it.
They're like, if you want your console, find it on like obviously through BestBuy.com.
Of course.
But they're like, nope, we don't even ask. We don't have a console in stock in the store. So yeah, and I can see in a way it kind of makes sense for higher ticket items like that.
Mm-hmm.
Although they also make the huge upsell from like wires and other crap like that. So
true.
And then, of course, CMS, 60 Minutes had a report about the rare minerals mined in China and how it's needed for all the tech stuff and how they hold the tech keys, even for military stuff. That's very true because you do have some very rare minerals in like your CPUs and graphic cards that we're running out of. And so at some point, you're not going to have many, like that's actually an issue with helium.
Mm-hmm.
The military actually has like huge hordes of helium because it's used in semiconductor and other actual processes where you need the special, chemical makeup of helium because it's a noble gas that you don't get otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, no, we're definitely gonna have a mineral shortage. Ain't no doubt about that, as people need more and more super chips.
Oh, shit. It's going to be EVE Online for real. Well, everybody's just going to be minus the Master Hoods.
Seriously, man.
Oh, speaking of Borderlands, from a couple of minutes ago or however long, a new name has been attached to Borderlands, and that is Penn Jillette of Penn and Teller.
Really?
Has joined the Borderlands movie. I believe he will be utilizing his he'll basically be reprising his role that he voiced for Borderlands 3, and that of course is Pain. Penn and Teller was Pain and Terror in Borderlands 3.
It's crazy, like how many names they actually have attached to this is kind of ridiculous.
I know.
It's like big name after big name after big name is just kind of hysterical.
Yeah. He admits that he may only have 4 lines in the movie, but he's in the movie.
Still, sometimes that's all it takes.
Will he be? No. He will be the larger than life version, I believe. Well, shit. I would assume that he would get like suited up for his appearance in Borderlands 3, but I could be wrong.
I played about 2 hours of Borderlands 3, so I don't think I'm quite that far yet.
No, yeah, that's pretty far to the game.
Yeah, so far I'm on. Who's the first dweeb war chief that you meet?
Vaughn?
Yeah, I'm with Vaughn right now.
That guy's awesome.
It's like, you know what he is? He's a walking bad dad joke.
Dude,
that's what he reminds me of.
No, the fun. Okay, so I've said this many times, but you got Borderlands, you got Borderlands 2, you've got Tales from the Borderlands, and you got Borderlands 3. And in Tales of the Borderlands, there's 5 different episodes. Episode 1, 2, 3, and 4 happened between Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3. And then episode 5 happens after Borderlands 3. So having played all of Tales of the Borderlands before, when I heard Vaughn's voice, I was like, you got to be shitting me.
Nice.
Vaughn! And I was like, okay, all right, touche, you got me. That guy's a nutcase. Amazing abs. But a nutcase.
Is Lilith in Tales of the Borderlands?
Huh?
Is Lilith in Tales of the Borderlands? The Siren?
I'm trying to think.
The captain of the Crimson Crusade.
No, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if she is or not. I can't really remember off the top of my head.
Because she's such an important character in the Borderlands games.
I know. I don't really recall seeing her.
Well, obviously she was in them. It was not as a pivotal main important character.
Right. I'm sure that your path crosses Lilith. I just don't. It's not a huge thing. I mean, the whole focus is on Vaughn and Reese and the two girls, which I, of course, blanked out on.
Nice.
Yep. But, anyways. Yeah. That whenever this movie comes out and they're predicting, what was it? They're predicting anytime in 2022. Wow, that narrows it down.
You know, it could happen anytime.
Oh, cool fact for those out there who are looking to watch Thunder Force on Netflix. In one of the scenes, you see the building that I used to work in.
Which one was that?
Coda. It's the Georgia Tech building that before COVID I was working in.
So when you actually used to be a real person who went into these weird, mysterious offices, why would you go to an office with all these people where you could get sick and die, and then you have to drive and do all these crazy things?
Exactly.
I mean, who wants to see people in real life? That's just a terrible idea.
Well, I apparently don't have to worry about that because until further notice, I work strictly remote.
Are you good with that?
Oh my God, they've got a scooter now. And a Marcus? Yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh, dude.
What?
I'm getting excited now. I'm looking. I just pulled up the cast list for Borderlands, and they've added quite a few extra ones. And I'm going, yes, that'll work. That'll work. They've casted Scooter. PC load letter error? What the fuck? The fuck is PC load letter? Yes. Thankfully, I never had to do a. Oh my God! Just blanked. What's the stupid reports? That.
T.
Yeah, T something reports.
Yeah.
I want to say TC or TA. Anyways, I never.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Thankfully, I never had to do that. No, most of mine was just programming. That's not true. Most of it's evaluation.
Oh, that's gonna bother me now.
I'm looking it up. TPS reports.
TPS reports. There you go.
Oh boy. Anyways, good times, good times. So, ladies and gentlemen, just a heads up. Next Thursday will be the. Next Thursday we'll have a show, but the following Thursday we will not have a show.
Are you running away? Have you had enough of this world already?
I will be in a location that I will not have a strong enough internet connection nor the equipment to do a show.
Perhaps you should actually go up to one of these Starlink satellites and like hook yourself in and stream down.
Matrix that shit, baby.
Satellite.
Matrix that shit.
Yes. I have faith in you.
Right. No. It's a family break, so it will not be happening, unfortunately.
You're taking a break from the family? That's smart.
No, the family's taking a break from reality. Go to Zealeus' house. Wear a mask. Actually, technically, Zealeus and I could hang out without masks because we are both vaccinated.
Hooray!
Woo!
Is everyone who is being part of the family entourage, are they all vaccinated? Who are older than?
Yes.
Who are old enough?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
That does make the party much easier.
Of course. But yeah, no.
You can lie and say your kids are 12 now.
Haha. Brody looks like a 12-year-old, but that's besides the point.
That's
no,
all too.
I am absolutely 100% trying to build a list of names of people that we should all go to Battle and Brew together, and then probably all Uber home afterwards. But to actually have like real life drinking buddies. Sam Grizzle. So why is the show still remote? This is the new AC norm. Dang. Technically, yes. Zealeus is just so lazy. No. It's just a little bit easier to do this. Simply because Zealeus's overlord can see him. And
there we go.
And there, she's up there. And because of that, Zealeus can stay on just a little bit longer than he would if he were here.
Yes, she watches our shows and she critiques me afterwards too. Be like, why did you not talk about me more on the show? Isn't this a show about cats? I don't understand these video game things that you talk about.
So I know a couple of weeks ago I was talking about I'm going to like update some stuff like the show and the website. So I finally figured out what I need to do for the website. I'm going to cry because I did the reverse of what I was supposed to do to this point. So it's going to take me a while to transition everything over. But yeah, it'll be fun.
You know, the best way to cry is over some good bourbon.
Touche, sir. Touche.
And your tears can wash down the aftertaste.
No. I don't want to cry in my bourbon. I'm sorry. It's not really the thing. But
Some people like tears.
Probably sometime this summer, I'm going to try to figure out a way to do at least like one audience call-in per show.
Ooh, I like it.
But I still need to play around with it a little bit. Boy, bring it to the masses, as it were. But anyways, I think we've basically reached the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. That and my brain's completely fizzled, fried.
Does the show ever truly answer?
No, damn it. It lives inside all of us.
It is a part of life, is it not?
It's that thing that allows us to get from one week to another.
What is a week without life?
Sad. That's what it is. Or not a week at all. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think we truly are ready to wrap this up. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to the Ultra Confusion Thursday Night Hangout. For myself, Charlie, and Zealeus, it's been a pleasure giving you everything from our heads, our mouths, and, of course, our hearts. We'll be back next Thursday for another Ultra Confusion Thursday Night Hangout.
And remember, kids, keep on gaming in the free world.
Amen that, brother!